Okay, okay. Okay, my lovelies. Before we get started on episode 4. Is this episode 4? No, this episode. This episode 3. Okay. Before we get started on episode 3. Let me see, can I answer the request that I had? Anyway, my camera is whack. Okay, so I had a request to show my tattoo. No, it doesn't go all the way around. It's just go from here to here. And it's a rose tattoo. Red roses and green vines. Yeah. And it symbolizes, I used to be a nurse. I was a nurse for 20 years. And one of my regular patients, I did private duty nursing for about 10 years. And one of my regular patients, she was comatose. And she had this tattoo on her arm. And she died, and I had this tattoo done in remembrance of her because she was very special to me. Anyway, so somebody wanted to know about the tattoo, so now you know. Okay, my lovelies, I am back with another video, and today, my lovelies, oh my god, I am loving how this little journal is turning out. This is episode 3, and this is Create With Me, making a alter file folder Lapbook journal from Stash Bag. And I'm gonna get right into episode 3. So here we go. So we did work the cover in the last episode, and oh my god, it was so much energy flowing in this room for that cover to be created, and it came out just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on putting the paper down and on the inside, and then I'm going to install the first panel that we created in episode 1. I'm going to install this panel, but first of all, I'm going to collage this inside together. And I'm not worried about what it looks like. And the reason I'm not worried about what it looks like, because it's going to get covered up anyway. I don't think it's going to take me too long to put this together. I'm going to do it just like this right here. The only part I'm concerned about in this journal is the spine area. And the only reason I'm concerned about the spine area is because my signatures are going to show through. So that's the only reason I'm concerned about what the spine area is going to look like. And I think I'm going to use this to stick in the spine part. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this. And as I said before, my goal is to keep each one of these videos under 20 minutes, and so 20 minutes or less. And so I am sure that today's video will run right on schedule, because it's not that much that I'm doing to it. I probably am going to finish the cover in this video also. I'll go ahead and finish the cover if I see that I have more time left over. I'll go ahead and finish the cover. But this is probably going to be the easiest video. The easiest part of making this little journal is probably going to be putting this inside cover in. So it won't take very long. In other words, it won't take very long to do this one. So that was my main concern, getting the spine area covered on the inside, because like I said, I spaced my signatures so that it has enough room in between, so that will show up. Okay, so that was quick enough. And what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to take this piece right here and mat it down on either side. I thought about using this little knob. It's so pretty, but it's too heavy for this book. This would work good on a hardcover, and this is not really a hardcover. This is like lightweight chipboard, so this won't work. So for my closure, I got a smaller one, and this was like a piece of old jewelry. I think it was an earring or something. Anyway, so I ran a wire through it, and I think it'll work really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and put that closure on before I add the inside paper. And what I do, put my closure on, is I just take my book and pull it together, and then stick a hole all the way through both sides. That way I got a spot for my closure. And this one, this part of the closure is gonna go on the front like that. Look at how pretty that is. So that's gonna go right there. And then I'm going to run a wire. Let me put this through. That's going to go right there. And then I'm going to run this piece of elastic through the back. And that's going to be my closure for this one. Okay, so I push that piece of elastic through the back. Tie it off through the back, just like that. And so then it'll come around the front and hook over my little blingy thing, like that. Something like that, y'all. So that'll be my closure right there. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that down and get a piece of tape. I'm going to take that down. And I'm going to cover it with pattern paper. Something like that, y'all. Just like that. Now I got my closure in there, and that's going to eventually get covered up with a fold out. That whole section is going to be covered up with a fold out eventually. Okay, so I got that on there, and then I just laid it down and put a piece of paper over it. Okay, so now I have this. That's the inside. And like I said, this is going to get covered up. All I'm concerned about pretty much was that. But I also put my closure in. This little piece of bling and a closure tie. So yeah, and got that in. So now what I want to do is I'm going to install this. I'm going to install this panel. But before I install this panel, I want this black lace on the outsides. So I'm going to put the black lace on before I install the panel. Hello? The idea was to have that show up on the front, so yeah, really pretty black lace. And I'm gonna go ahead and install it. Okay, so I installed this black lace because I wanted it to show. It's a beautiful black lace, and it has beautiful shiny little beads on it. It's really pretty. And then the other side is just matted with some net. So I wanted the shiny side to show through on the front. So that's what it looks like. And it's just right on up under that other piece of lace that I have on there. And it just gives a beautiful thick effect. Gives it a really pretty effect. So I'm loving that. So now I'm going to go ahead and install the first little fold out that we made the other day. I'm going to go ahead and install that. And sometimes I like to put a pocket on the back, but because this one has so much stuff in it, so many little fold outs and pockets in it, I'm not going to put a pocket on the back of this one. I'm just going to install it. And I'm lifting it up so I can see where my signature should begin, so I don't get too close to my fold line, but close enough to get it installed and put position. There, I have it installed now. And that is the first pull out. That's the first thing that will be showing when this little book opens up. You get this pull out. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna call this one done for today, you guys. Yeah.